Hi everyone, my name is Sarah Rank and I'm the Assistant Director of Project Purpose. Today I'm going to share with you a training on how to work with your 6th through 8th grader. I know for me it's been a long time since I've been in school, and maybe you're in the same situation, and it can be really hard to remember what was I working on when I was in 6th through 8th grade. Well, today I want to share with you some practical things that you can work with your student on while at tutoring. We have developed a 6th through 8th grade activity sheet for you. On this sheet, it covers a variety of subjects such as reading, writing, math, and it breaks down what your student will be working on in those areas and how you can help your student. I've attached that document to this training, and I'll be going over those different areas here as well. Many of our 6th through 8th grade students will come to tutoring with homework or with tests that they need to study for. We encourage you to prioritize these activities before diving into anything else at tutoring. You can also have your student log on to their school account and check for any missing assignments or to see how their grades are going. You can help them set goals for achieving better grades or for turning in those missing assignments. And you have the opportunity to be an encouragement and an accountability partner to your student in these areas. To go hand in hand with this, we encourage you to help your student build study skills. If you're working on a quiz or a test with them, you can talk about what it would look like to use flashcards to study for that. You can use online flashcards, or we have flashcards in the office. You can also ask them if there's anything that they have found to work well as they're studying. And honestly, one of the best ways that you can help your student study is by asking them to tell you in their own words what they're learning about. You can also make a plan with your student to pick one subject a week or one subject a day that they're going to study for. All of these tools can help your student succeed on their next quiz or test. As you are working with your student, you will have the opportunity to help them with their writing and research skills. Encourage your student to answer questions in full sentences, and also practice using questions to form your answer. So for example, the question may be, what is the motivation of Leah in this chapter? And your student can use the form, in this chapter, Leah's motivation is to answer the question. When your student is asked to write a paragraph, encourage them to use at least 4 to 6 sentences. You can help your student practice their signature. And you can also pick a topic of maybe something they're learning about or something you talked about, and you guys can research that. Both independently, come up with answers to questions you may have. Write down 3 or 4 facts and then share and compare your results together. Our 6th through 8th grade students will also be working on building their reading fluency and comprehension. The Project Purpose Library operates on a letter system. Each of our books has a letter on it, and the higher the letter, the harder the book. Most of our 6th through 8th grade students will be somewhere between the level P and Z. We encourage you to start with the level P, and if it seems too easy, move up. And if the student can't read maybe 5 to 7 words per page, I would consider going down to a lower level book, which ensures your student is understanding and comprehending the book that they're reading. So you guys talk about what you're reading. Take time to ask questions, make predictions for the book, and write those things down. Some good questions to ask are, what do you think this book will be about? What does that word mean? Can you tell me more in your own words of what's happening? How do you think that character is feeling? And the list could go on and on. And then when you're done, talk about the book afterwards. Have your student retell the story in their own words. And lastly, you guys can write a summary of 3 to 5 sentences of the story. If you're picking a chapter book, obviously that is not something that you may finish in one night. I would encourage you to put that book in your students' folder, and maybe each week, spend 5 to 15 minutes reading together. And then when you're done, you can return it to the library. Our students cover a wide range of topics in math from 6th to 8th grade. I just want to take a minute and encourage you that if math is not your strong suit, that is okay. It is okay to be honest with your student and say, I honestly don't remember how to do that. Let's reach out to Miss Marcy or Miss Sarah or Miss Martha, or let's YouTube that and see if we can figure out how to do that problem. Or let's ask one of your peers here who is working on the same homework. That is completely fine. Your student is not going to be upset with you that you do not know how to do their math homework. A few points on math skills. At this point, a lot of students, they should be proficient in basic addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So in many cases, they're going to be allowed to use a calculator in school. Some items that they're going to be studying during math in these years are they're going to be working on fractions and mixed numbers. They'll be working on decimals and percents. They'll be working on unit rates. They'll be working on different algebraic concepts, and they'll be working on geometry. They'll also be reviewing concepts of measurements, both in metric and in US. They'll have to solve multi-step word problems, and they'll have to practice using money and making change in real life situations. Again, I just want to encourage you that it is okay if one of these subjects is intimidating to you. Please reach out to us. We can connect you with your student's teacher to help you with different resources. We're happy to help step in as well with homework help in these areas. The last thing that I want to share with you is that a lot of our 6th through 8th grade students are just looking for someone to talk about life with them. They may be going through a hard situation with a friend or have a question about something, and you can be that safe place for them. You can also utilize our monthly devotionals with them. That is a great way to open up and talk about God with them. In all of these things, just know that you are a positive encouragement for your student. And I just want to say thank you for taking time to invest in your 6th through 8th grade student.